Okay, guys, could you hear Aaron? Let's talk about adjustments in the bark. So, the last episode we talked about adjustments in the cut, and now it's time for the barking part. So, for all our skinny guys out there, listen closely. So, it's another step-by-step process. It's similar. You have to find your maintenance calories first, and then you always analyze your weight history and calorie intake over 2 to 3 weeks. You use averages to compensate for daily fluctuations. As you know, your body weight changes within every day, so please track it also every day. And please don't use this calculator down there. Oh, I love Asian food. I'm hungry right now. So set your calorie target. So as you guys know, I love Asian food. And you have to set your calorie target. So determine your desired surplus based on your experience level. So this time it's not about body fat percentage, it's also about your experience level. If you're a beginner, you actually can gain weight a bit faster because you also build muscles faster and you won't add this much amount of fat up. So when you're a beginner, you can gain 1 to 1.5% of body weight per month, which leads to a 200 to 300 calorie surplus per day. So if you're advanced, you can take the process a bit more slowly because you won't gain this amount of muscles as a beginner. So you can gain within 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per month. This would be a calorie surplus from 100 to 200 per day. If you're a professional, you can take it even more slowly and you should gain within 0.5% of body weight per month, and this would be around 100 calories a day. It's actually very hard to track a surplus of 100 per day. So if you're a pro, everything should be on point. And you can also convert your weight gain to calories. So if you want to build 1 kilograms of pure muscle, but you will also gain some fat, and this would be a total of 2,800 calories. And you can divide this with 0.5 because it's half and half. And this would be around 1,400 calories. So this will also lead to your daily surplus. So your daily surplus is 1,400 divided with 30, and then you will have 47 calories a day. This would be too less for a lot of people there, but it's just an example. So you can add some extra calories to have a buffer, but it's not for potential fat gain, because when you eat too less, then you're again in a deficit and you won't gain weight and muscles. Also in the bulk, you have to determine your macronutrients. Firstly, you take your proteins and your fat targets, and then you fill the remaining calories with the carbs. Of course, you already know, or you will know, the exactly details. Weigh yourself correctly. Use weekly averages to track your progress. Follow the decision tree to evaluate if adjustments are needed. If an adjustment is necessary, we have here an example. For example, your goal is to gain 250 grams per week, but your actual gain is about 100 grams per week. This would lead to an adjustment, which means you have to increase the calories by 100 per day. You typically increase the carbs first. So if you're not gaining at all or not gaining as fast as you should be, then you add some carbs up. If your carb intake is already very high, you can also increase the fats or the proteins as well. We have here another decision tree, and you can also take a screenshot of it and we can read this together. You can ask this after 1 or 2 weeks when you have your averages, and then you can ask yourself, does the weekly weight change in line with your goal? If the answer is yes, then you continue in the same way. If the answer is no, then you ask yourself another question. Have you so far suitable lost or gained weight? No, then adjust the calories again. So you add some calories. If you answer this question with yes, wait for another week. If you have waited for another week, then you ask yourself, is the difference in weekly averages correct? No. If the answer is no, then you ask yourself, is the trend going in the right direction? So you all already know what a trend is. If no, then you adjust the calories again, so you increase it again. If you answer this question with yes, then you continue this way. And if you answer this question with yes, then you continue also the way. So guys, we can talk about adjustments in the community. When are you adjusting the calories? And how many calories do you add up when you have a stagnation? You can also share experiences, share some tips, and then we will see us in the next episode. Let's go!